In this world, time is one of our most valuable and limited resources. People are intrigued and ponder why some individuals succeed financially while others struggle. So what sets the wealthy apart from the poor? We all have the same 24 hours daily, and our choices shape our outcomes. The top 10% of adults hold 85% of the world's total wealth, while the bottom 90% hold the remaining 15%. In this video, we'll look into 10 factors that separate the rich and the poor. Each of these factors is crucial in shaping one's financial trajectory. Understanding these can provide valuable insight into the dynamics of wealth accumulation and financial success. Hi, you've reached Finance Sense, the place where we discuss all the most recent trends in the financial markets and the economy. But before we get started, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit the bell notification button, and subscribe to our channel so that you can stay up to date with our new videos. Having said that, let's get started. First, tendency to use low-quality information. People of all income levels frequently receive information from many sources. Social media and television are the primary sources of information lower-income people use to comprehend the world and new concepts. However, these media outlets provide individuals with limited, sometimes biased information that prevents them from fully understanding what is occurring or why. As a result of receiving the majority of their information through government-controlled media, many individuals in poverty continue to hold simplistic or limited perspectives on certain issues. On the other hand, wealthier individuals are more inclined to obtain information from sources other than the public media. They can look up journals, books, and other in-depth information sources, which essentially expands their knowledge and depth of comprehension of the topic. Reading a book takes more time than scrolling through a dozen headlines, yet learning anything using the traditional method results in a greater understanding of practically every subject. Second, placing more value on hours than on output. Different methods are used to measure productivity by the wealthy and the poor. A person with little income may evaluate their productivity based on the number of hours they put in. Since most jobs with low salaries pay by the hour, many impoverished individuals gauge the value of their workday by how many hours they put in. Wealthy individuals understand that time and productivity are not precisely correlated. Because of this, affluent individuals who frequently have salaried occupations measure their productivity in terms of the goals or tasks they have completed. Wealthier people can better monitor their development thanks to this small mindset change. This not only improves their understanding of what they're doing, but also aids in determining what they should do next. Third, having only one source of income. When it comes to their sources of income, those with lower socioeconomic standing frequently make unhealthy choices. To begin, poor people care less about pursuing work they are passionate about. Instead, they choose to work in any profession that would provide them with a comfortable salary, and their only priority is that money. But if you don't have a love for what you do, you won't be able to perform at the levels that can start earning you the money you need to become wealthy. Average incomes are produced through average performance. Most low-income people also mistakenly believe that a single source of income is sufficient. Your paycheck might feel secure right now, but most individuals might lose their only source of income with only one corporate layoff, one recession, or one pandemic. Wealthier people tend to follow their hobbies because they have a greater opportunity to do so without facing considerable financial hardship. Wealthy individuals are also more likely to view their jobs as meaningful careers rather than merely a source of revenue once they discover what they are enthusiastic about. Fourth, overindulging in media. Spending spare time differs significantly between the wealthy and the poor. Less privileged people are more likely to lose hours to TV, video games, and social media browsing, all of which affect their productivity. For many individuals living in poverty, leisure time provides an opportunity to switch off their minds. Wealthier individuals have different perspectives on their leisure time. They are more inclined to engage in intellectually recharging activities like reading and journaling rather than watching TV or playing video games. They want to use educational and inspirational habits to stimulate and excite their minds rather than to turn them off. What accounts for the disparity in how wealthy and poor individuals use their free time? For those with lesser incomes, Access to educational and motivational tools is frequently limited. Many individuals living below the poverty line, for instance, cannot finance higher education, which reduces their likelihood of engaging in intellectual activities on a daily basis. This is only one of several factors influencing how people of various statuses use their spare time. To put it another way, it is not as simple as saying that the affluent are not lazy and the poor are. In reality, that rarely ever occurs. More affluent people frequently have access to cultural and educational resources that encourage better lifestyle decisions. Conversely, less fortunate people seek out things to occupy their time and keep them from thinking about their struggles. Fifth, poor time management. People with lower socioeconomic situations frequently reflect unfavorably on their time. All socioeconomic groups know the value of their time, but those in higher socioeconomic brackets are more inclined to utilize it wisely. Skills in time management are frequently linked to factors like job security and financial freedom. Since they rarely have free time, many low-income people have trouble managing their time. This lack of control leads less privileged people to spend their own time and subsequently regret their unproductive decisions. However, wealthy people spend more time planning for the future and less time lamenting their wasted hours. They often have greater opportunities to play around with time management techniques and discover solutions that boost their productivity in the future because of their stable lifestyles. Sixth, putting comfort over prosperity. Taking financial risks is one of the main reasons many affluent individuals continue to grow richer, while many poor people remain poor. There are many opportunities to succeed, acquire money, and move up the social scale, but each has some risks. While impoverished individuals are more prone to stay in their comfort zones, rich people are far more likely to profit from such opportunities. At some level, everything boils down to tenacity and self-determination. Wealthy individuals are more inclined to take risks with their money and venture into uncharted territory. But that's only a fraction of the whole picture. The rich have greater freedom to take calculated risks because they know they can always fall back on their wealth. Taking financial risks is considerably simpler when you are confident that one financial loss won't ruin your life. For instance, if a wealthy person loses thousands of dollars on a poor investment, they may be upset about their losses, but their way of life won't change significantly. If a person from a low-income background takes the same risk, they might not be able to afford basic necessities like rent and groceries. Seventh, ignoring little opportunities. Contrary to popular belief, poor people don't lead meaningless lives or have excessive free time. Most low-income people have little time for extracurricular activities, let alone healthy routines like exercising and eating well. While affluent individuals may put in the same number of hours that poor people do, they employ structural practices to find brief moments of productivity throughout the day. Whereas many poor people believe they have no time for their personal goals or self-improvement. Even if you just have an hour to spare each day, when it is spent well, it may result in lasting change. However, unless you incorporate the structure into your daily schedule, you might not realize how much free time you actually have. Eighth, surrounding themselves with poor company. Many people who live in poverty surround themselves with people who have similar behaviors and perspectives. We tend to make friends with others from similar economic backgrounds, and these associations inevitably change our outlook on life, beliefs, and routines. If you're affluent, you could mingle with other wealthy individuals, providing access to information, connections, and opportunities that the less well-off wouldn't have. Conversely, a person who lives in poverty could spend most of their time with others who do not aspire to succeed. This negatively affects your mindset toward achievement and success, even unconsciously. Having high-status relationships can open doors of opportunity, while low-status ones might be detrimental. However, there are cultural obstacles in place that make it challenging for the underprivileged to interact with the more successful people. No matter how wealthy you are, it's crucial to be careful who you associate with. 9. Reckless spending. Poor people are far less inclined to keep track of their finances than wealthier ones. They could have a general grasp of their income and expenses but might not actively manage their money. As a result, many people waste their money on items that are bad for their well-being. The wealthy, on the other hand, know exactly where their money is going and why. They manage their money with the use of apps and asset managers. They invest their money in the right places and monitor market movements. By closely tracking every dollar, they frequently succeed in multiplying their assets. Meanwhile, less wealthy people are more inclined to run up credit card debt or use their money carelessly. It's crucial to take into account the context of these typical financial errors. Little financial information is available to many less fortunate people at home, work, or school. Wealthier individuals are taught how to manipulate financial systems early on, while poor people may have yet to understand how these systems function. Even worse, many financial institutions are built to take advantage of those with less financial literacy. 10th, counting on hope and wishful thinking. Many people who are less fortunate think that success is the result of determination and good intentions. You can do everything you desire with the correct attitude and enough discipline, right? This is true in principle, but in reality, willpower and good intentions alone are insufficient. For instance, nobody has the energy or drive to put in the extra effort after a long and stressful day at work. This is why a lot of individuals in poverty never accomplish their goals. In order to succeed, wealthy individuals don't rely on willpower. Like everyone else, they experience a decline in motivation, yet they continue to make progress each day by reverting to rigorous routines and habits. They incorporate systems into their lives that assist them in routinely achieving small tasks. You can improve with or without the right incentive if productivity gets ingrained in your everyday routine. Thank you for watching this far. Please leave a like, subscribe to help us expand our future audience, and comment down your thoughts in the comment section. This is Finance Sense, helping you keep up with all the latest trends in the financial markets and the economy. Stay safe and look out for the next video.